other things.
Would you fight Conor Benn? He's there. Is that a fight?
Yeah, of course I would fight him. Yeah.
How's that going?
How does it go? You tell me.
That won't work on me. You know.
We'll see. That's what they all say, but somehow I find that
the rivalry between Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn is heating up once again as they reignite their beef in 2024. While Benn is still serving a suspension from UCD for testing positive for a banned substance back in 2022, he's setting his sights on a comeback later in 2025. Garcia, on the other hand, is ready for his own return. His suspension for a banned substance after his fight with Devin Haney will be lifted in April, clearing the way for his re-entry into the ring. However, the two nearly came to blows at the 2025 Ring Magazine Awards, where boxing's biggest names gathered in London to celebrate the previous year's standout performances.
Oh, it is your city? Your city?
Yeah, my city.
You don't think I'm gonna hit you with that lipstick?
No.
Many fighters like you. I thought that was strong. Yeah, you go for it. You go for it.
The night, which saw Alexander Usyk dominate by taking home 3 awards and Don King receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award, almost turned into chaos when Garcia and Benn crossed paths. Garcia was leaving the hall after an interview when he encountered Benn, leading to an intense moment.
You're the one that started that shit.
Go on, you go for it.
Ryan,
When asked if he would fight Benn, Garcia answered, "Yeah, of course I'll fight him," before teasing Benn about how the fight would play out. Benn quickly shot back, dismissing Garcia's left hook, to which Garcia replied, "Well, I'll see. That's what they all say, but I find the target every time. I've fought many fighters like you." The exchange escalated, with Garcia placing his arm around Benn's neck, prompting a shove from Benn, and the situation quickly spiraled out of control.
before you go, can you just give us a reaction to that bit with Conor Benn?
It's classic Conor Benn. It was fun.
You think you beat him?
Yeah, of course.
How does it end?
I knock him out. He's a little too.
Luckily, members of the crowd, including Devin and Bill Haney, stepped in to break things up. Despite the drama, Garcia remained composed, handling the situation with class. Even after both he and Benn presented awards that night, Garcia presented the Comeback of the Year award to Dib, who is a contender for the same title in 2025 as he returns from his own suspension.
Came all out here for nothing, huh? You ducking it, huh? Lupe, you done ducked it, huh?
Dib thanked his family, friends, and the World Boxing Council for supporting his unlikely comeback, emphasizing that his return was about ending his career on his terms, not just winning. Conor Benn was also present to present the Prospect of the Year award to Moses Ataman, a heavyweight talent. Benn's feud with Garcia began after Garcia's win over Devin Haney, when Garcia called out Benn on social media.
Basilio, Ezra Charles, Rocky Marciano.
Benn congratulated Garcia on his performance, but made it clear that he was willing to face either Garcia or Haney. Garcia responded, challenging Benn to a fight at the O2 Arena in London and sending a violent message, claiming he would fracture your spleen and eat it.
First off, Ryan Garcia, I don't think he done it. First things first. Number two, he's an idiot. Because he's just an idiot.
Benn fired back, calling Garcia a loudmouth and daring him to fight, soon promising to smash your teeth down your neck. Garcia hit back with a jab, questioning Benn's ability to fight in his own country, that when the fight was over he could leave the nearby country safely. For those who may not be familiar with Conor Benn, he is a British professional boxer and the son of two-division world champion Nigel Benn.
An idiot. He's an idiot. He's just no class. No class at all. You know, I think he's an absolute lemon, and I'd love to give him a good beating.
The bad blood between him and Garcia continues to boil, and it's clear the stage is set for a potential showdown in 2025 if the two can settle their differences both inside and outside the ring. Conor Benn, the son of former two-division world champion Nigel Benn, has yet to live up to the legacy of his father, with his biggest achievement so far being the World Boxing Association Continental Championship. This has raised questions about why Ryan Garcia, who could be targeting bigger names like Devin Haney or Gervonta Davis, would opt for a fight with Benn instead. However, many soon discovered that Garcia's suggestion of a bout at the O2 Arena in London was nothing more than a sarcastic jab, knowing full well that Benn is currently unable to box in the United Kingdom.
I'd put it straight on him and hit him straight in the gym, and I'm going to do it for La Raza. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to speak to him in Spanish. He's the idiot. You know, and then there's for Haney as well, another person. You know, for him, he's got his own issues to sort out, no Diddy and all.
Benn's suspension came after he tested positive for a banned substance, clomiphene, twice in 2022 during routine voluntary anti-doping agency tests as part of the World Boxing Council's Clean Boxing program. These tests were conducted ahead of his scheduled bout with Chris Eubank Jr., which was eventually canceled. While Benn's promoters initially claimed he had not violated any rules and was free to fight, they later confirmed the fight was postponed.
No, on God, bro.
Let's go, Conor!
Come over there and give you a good ass beating. How about that?
Hey, pause. No diddy, Conor. No, you know ass beating me. You know ass.
Benn voluntarily relinquished his boxing license with the British Boxing Board of Control after his positive tests, and his suspension was lifted in July 2023 by an independent panel. However, the suspension was reinstated after the British Boxing Board of Control and UK anti-doping appealed the decision. The appeal is set to be heard in March 2024. Meanwhile, Benn has not been shy about his feelings toward Garcia, recently taking shots at the Victorville native during an interview with Marcos Villegas of Fight Hub TV.
I'll come over there and fuck you up. How about that?
Oh, you're getting even more diddy with it. Come on, stop it, brother.
Listen, lay off the game, mate. Lay off the game. I'll be my game.
Hey, lay off the PEDs, man. Lay off the PEDs.
Bro, get them eggs out of your mouth, brother.
Benn made it clear that he believed Garcia was guilty of using performance-enhancing drugs, despite Garcia's claim that it was an accidental ingestion due to supplements. Benn also called Garcia an idiot and a man with no class, while expressing his desire to give him a good beating. Benn hasn't fought since his victory over Peter Dobson in February, and his recent appearances in Saudi Arabia suggest that he may be eyeing a bout with his bitter rival Chris Eubank Jr.
You're drunk and high right now, I can tell, because you're an idiot talking to me like that.
Hey, I like your
Hey, Conor, when we gonna see you on that big stage again?
Listen, I'll come over there and fight your boy, no problem. Just give me the date and I'm ready.
Eubank Jr. and Benn have already exchanged words after Eubank Jr. defeated Camille Cianfrani earlier this month, and both fighters have promised to settle their differences in the ring. However, Benn has made it clear that he also intends to target Garcia, vowing to deck him straight on the chin and do it for La Raza. Garcia has yet to respond to these latest threats, but their rivalry has been simmering since April, when they first exchanged heated words.
You will not do it, bro. You suck.
Well, you want to come up to 147 and stand a chance against me? I would absolutely knock you. I would knock you, spark out. I would knock you. I would knock you.
Garcia may have found his next opponent in Benn, especially as he gears up for his return to the sport following his own suspension. But with Benn also eyeing a high-profile showdown with Eubank Jr., only time will tell what's next for these fighters. The long-awaited Eubank Jr.-Benn clash, which was supposed to take place in October 2022, was canceled after Benn's positive drug test. But with his suspension now lifted, negotiations are expected to heat up.
When you get in the ring finally with Conor Benn, be as decisive and as conclusive as you can in that comment, but what happens when you get in the ring finally with Conor Benn?
Promoters Eddie Hearn and Ben Shalom have stated that a deal for the fight must be made imminently, and an announcement is expected soon. As for Ryan Garcia, it looks like a Benn matchup could be in the cards, as he looks to return to the ring in 2025. With both fighters eager to settle their differences, it's clear that boxing fans are in for an exciting year ahead. Conor Benn has outlined his ambitious plans for 2025, targeting a string of high-profile bouts. The British boxer exclusively told Mailport, "My next 3 fights, it has to be Mario Barros for the World Boxing Council welterweight title. Then I'm going to flatten Chris Eubank Jr. in 2 rounds, and then I'll do it again in 1.
I'm going to devour that boy.
Straight up.
That's it.
Benn's bold predictions were met with skepticism when Eubank Jr. responded, calling the claims great storytelling. Eubank Jr. expressed doubt, stating, "He needs to get his head examined if he really believes that. But I expect nothing less from a fighter. It's a dangerous game we're in, but that kind of confidence is delusional." When pressed for a round prediction, Eubank Jr. refused, saying, "I don't pick rounds. All I know is I'll beat him." Meanwhile, former WBC interim lightweight champion Ryan Garcia is set to make his return to the ring after a 7-month hiatus, but it won't be a professional bout. The 26-year-old Victorville native will face Japanese kickboxer Rubia Amp in an exhibition match at the Ryzen event in Tokyo. The fight, scheduled for a 153-pound catchweight over 8 2-minute rounds, comes after Garcia's year-long suspension for a positive doping test following his fight against Devin Haney.
You going down. You going down. You going down. Okay? You going down.
Despite the non-competitive nature of the bout, Garcia is determined to stay relevant in the sport, and the build-up to the exhibition match has already sparked considerable interest.
A slight physical advantage for him. Are there any concerns? What are your thoughts about the physical difference?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously a naturally bigger guy than me, but ultimately, I believe.
Garcia recently went face-to-face with AMP at a press conference where AMP's aggressive approach caught Garcia off guard. Former WBC lightweight champion, Garcia is heavily favored going into the match, and a clip of him shadowboxing has made its way onto social media, showing his trademark speed and technique.
My skills and my dedication that I've done to the whole sport of boxing will show the difference that, you could be bigger, but skills pay the bill.
Garcia's father, Henry Garcia, shared the footage on Instagram with the caption, "Rare footage of King Ryan's shadowboxing, using the speed he's known for outside in the cold, preparing for his upcoming exhibition fight in Japan." The post quickly garnered attention, with fans sharing their excitement for the fight. One user warned AMP, "Rhea isn't prepared. I swear Ryan is going to make him regret this fight." Despite being the underdog, AMP has experience, having faced boxing legend Manny Pacquiao in an exhibition earlier this year, which ended in a draw. Other fans were quick to praise Garcia's skill, with one predicting, "Ryan will win this match." Due to his prime career status and AMP's lack of a strong boxing background, the professional Mangle went to work. While some fans voiced concerns about Garcia's weight and his conditioning, noting that muscle gain could impact his movement, the weight issue isn't critical for this exhibition match, as there's no sanctioning body involved. The focus is on Garcia's ability to dominate in his return, particularly after his controversial suspension, which ends in April. Some critics, however, are questioning Garcia's decision to fight AMP in an exhibition, considering the ongoing doping allegations.
Thoughts on that? He's not worth it. He's not worth it. He's not even worth it. Come on, bro.
As the exhibition match draws near, Garcia will need to secure a dominant performance to solidify his position in the boxing world. If he fails to impress, his controversial victory over Haney, which was later overturned to a no contest, may hold little weight in his career moving forward. Nonetheless, fans seem to have already made up their minds, with most predicting a victory for Garcia in Tokyo. Whether this exhibition will help maintain his relevance in the sport remains to be seen. The boxing world is gearing up for Ryan Garcia's return to the ring in Japan on December 30th, despite some fans expressing disinterest on social media.
Hey, Ryan. Okay, group shot, group shot. I'm not worried about that. I know he did. Nancy, get a group shot.
Nevertheless, Garcia continues to demand attention, and there's no doubt that many will tune in come fight night. At the press conference leading up to the bout, Garcia, who is still serving his one-year ban, made it clear that he's ready to make a statement. "I tried to knock out Manny Pacquiao and it pissed me off. Now I have to teach him a lesson and show him how to box. He's got some size and he's excited right now, but I'm going to settle him down and knock him out," Garcia stated. "We're going to put a whopping on this boy."
The audacity to miss weight, drink beer and wait, and I feel that's very disrespectful. I don't understand why you can't miss weight.
"I was ready to enjoy the festivities, but now he's waking the dragon. I'm definitely looking to knock him out." Garcia didn't hold back, adding, "He's a young fighter trying to make a statement against a legend like Pacquiao, and that rubbed me the wrong way. Now I'm here to show him someone in his prime with speed and power. I beat up a pound-for-pound champion, and you're not at that level. You're just big, and I'm going to knock you out in front of the world. You may think this is Hollywood, but this is for real. You'll see who the king is."
Okay, well, like I said, all I gotta say is you're gonna have to prepare for a real fight come December, because, like I said, I beat up a pound-for-pound champion.
While Garcia remains confident, he also acknowledged the importance of the fight. "We had to give him something to give him hope," he said. "We're going to adjust, and ultimately my skills will put me over the top. He's training like this is a world title fight, so we can't take it lightly. I went to Japan this summer to watch Pacquiao, and I'm excited to return for this amazing event. Japan is one of the sports capitals of the world, and I can't wait to meet the fans."
Comment for Ryan. So I've written everything down so I can talk directly in my words, so please listen.
On the other hand, Rubia Amp, Garcia's opponent, took a more measured approach, reading from a note to express his thoughts. "Hello, America. Today I have something I'd like to say directly to Ryan. We know that Ryan likes to make excuses, miss weight, and lacks professionalism. He has no sportsmanship and no respect. Yet he dares to call himself king. On fight day, Ant began. I will show him that we fight for honor and legacy. I will bring the real samurai spirit and show him exactly where he belongs.
Right? Don't look at me. You know you're gonna get a whooping. You're not good. And we'll see. I mean, you're not good, but I'm gonna whoop you and knock you out in front of the world.
As the fight draws nearer, fans continue to eagerly await what promises to be an intense showdown. For all the latest updates on boxing news, events, and moments, stay connected by subscribing to our YouTube channel and turning on notifications. Don't miss out on all the action. Until next time, peace.